Hey everyone, you with Tesla Tom. Thanks so much for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. Today I'm going to go through the Model 3 Sentry Mode and Tesla Cam for version 10. So Tesla Cam is essentially the inbuilt dash cam for Model 3, and Sentry Mode is CCTV for the car. So there are 4 cameras that come into play for version 10. There are 2 cameras on the sides of the cars, above the fenders. There is one on the top of the front windshield, just behind the rearview mirror. And there's also one behind the car, just underneath the logo above the license plate. So this is the front camera in action for Tesla Cam. This is the left camera. This one's the right camera. And this one's the rear camera that was only just added for version 10. As you can see, the rear view camera has got much better colors than the other 3 cameras. This is Sentry Mode, so essentially when your car is parked, Sentry Mode is activated. This is the front camera. This one's the right camera. This one's the rear camera. And again, the colors are better than the other 3. And this one's the left camera. Now, Tesla does take your footage if you allow them to. There's an option in one of the settings in the car. If you want to access your own footage, you need a USB flash drive. Any brand is okay. And try to get as big a drive as possible as your budget allows to be able to save all that footage. So when you get your flash drive, you must format the drive in a very specific way, and we're going to go through that right now. I'm going to run through how to do this in a Mac. So in your Applications folder, find the Utilities folder, double click on that, and then in the Utilities folder, you'll find an application called Disk Utility. So once that's opened, you want to select the USB flash drive. It's probably going to be labeled Untitled. Then you want to go to Erase. You want to select the format as MS-DOS FAT in brackets. You can name the drive anything you like. So for my drive, I've called it Tesla. Once that's done, click on Erase. It'll just take a minute or so to erase that USB drive. Click Done when it's done. And then you want to click Close. Next thing you want to do is find the drive in your Finder. So click on the drive. You want to create a folder called Tesla Cam. It's very important that you call this Tesla Cam, otherwise it won't work, and you must have a capital T, capital C, and no space in between. Once you've done that, stick the USB flash drive into your car. Any of the front USB slots under the phone holder is fine. Don't use the ones at the back, they're not going to work. So once you've done that, you want to configure Sentry Mode, so go to Safety and Security in the settings. You'll find Sentry Mode there, make sure it's on. There are 3 ticks next to it: exclude home, exclude work, exclude favorites. So with the car's navigation app, you can actually set where home is, where work is, and also some favorite places as well. So to do that, go to the nav and go to the search bar, and you'll see there are home, work, and favorites. Now, if you want to configure where home is, you want to press on the home and hang on to the home icon, and it'll come up with a place to put your home. Same goes for work. Now for favorites, all you need to do is go to the map, as I'm doing now, select anywhere you like. You can either click on an icon or just hang on to anywhere you like on the map, and you'll see the address there. Click that heart icon, and you'll see there, name this favorite, and then add to favorites. When you go back to the search bar, you'll see that the favorites is now lit up with the place you have just entered. And that is how you add a favorite place. Now, Sentry Mode will always be on when your car is parked, except for these places if you've ticked home, work, and favorites. You can also override that anytime you like. So if, say for example, you want to monitor at work one day, make sure that the Sentry Mode icon is on. And there it is, an example of where it's off and where it's on, where it's actually in red. Right, so that's Sentry Mode. Let's go through the dash cam or Tesla Cam modes. When the red dot is on over the camera icon, that means dash cam is recording. If you want to remove your USB key, the safest way to do this is to hang on to the camera icon for a few seconds. You'll see that it flashes and then the red dot will disappear. That's when you can take out your USB key. Make sure you do this, trust me, because if you don't, some of the files will be corrupted, especially the most recent ones. Okay, so when you stick your USB flash drive back into your computer, you'll see that when you open the Tesla Cam folder, there are 3 subfolders now created. One called Recent Clips, one called Saved Clips, and one called Sentry Clips. Let's go through each one. So Recent Clips is the last 60 minutes of rolling Tesla Cam footage. where the oldest file will be overwritten first. They are saved in a block of 4 files, one for each camera, and dated accordingly. And each file is about 1 minute long and about 37 megabytes in size. The next folder is called Saved Clips. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you press the Tesla Cam icon if you see an incident. That will save the last 10 minutes of footage into this folder. The file is moved from recent clips into this subfolder, Saved Clips. Okay, so this is what I mean. If you see something on the road or if something happens to you, make sure you press that camera icon straight away and you'll see that download icon come up. That saves the last 10 minutes of footage into the folder called Saved Clips. In that Saved Clips folder, you'll see a whole bunch of subfolders. They're all named in 10-minute blocks, date and time stamped. Each is 1.46 gigabytes in size with block of 4 files, one for each camera once again. And each file is, again, 1 minute long, 37 megabytes in size. Make sure you review this folder regularly. As you can imagine, if you keep saving files, it's going to grow in size and eat up most of the space in your USB flash drive. The last folder is called Sentry Clips. Whenever the car detects motion or if there's a threat, Sentry Mode will kick in and start recording into this folder, Sentry Clips. Each subfolder is about 10 minutes long, 1.46 gigabytes in size, consisting of block of 4 files, one for each camera, each file being 1 minute long, 37 megabytes per file. So when you return to your car, if the Sentry Mode has been activated, then you'll see a notification come up on the screen where it says Sentry Mode event report, X number of events occurred. When that happens, take the drive out, have a look at the files. Most of the time it's just people just being very close to the car, trying to get into their own car next door, or people who are curious. Sometimes it's an actual threat. Nevertheless, it's a very handy function to have, and also good for peace of mind when you're parking in a parking garage or on the street. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a comment if you've got any other tips and tricks for Sentry Mode version 10. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, happy charging.